Right now at 10, as the nationwide search ensues for the next FBI director, there's talk a Texan could be taking the spot.
As I sit to write this letter, my heart is aching for my beloved Labrador Mila.
A dog runs away and is adopted by another family. Now they say they won't give that dog back. How to keep this from happening to your four-legged friend.
And our conversation with teenagers wraps up tonight with digital addiction. Quiz results take teens by surprise.
Fucking country is the greatest country in the world!
Plus, a man arrested for harassing a family at a South Texas beach. The Night Beat starts now. Tonight, the search is on for James Comey's replacement after President Trump fired the FBI director earlier this week.
There are reports of Texas senators on the short list to fill that position. KVUE's Michael Perchik joins us here now to break it all down. Hey, Michael.
Quita and Mike, tonight ABC News is reporting Senator John Cornyn is set to interview for the position tomorrow. So we looked into his qualifications for the position and what his colleagues are saying tonight about his chances.
Just days following the surprising dismissal of FBI Director James Comey, President Trump and his administration moving quickly to find his replacement. One of those names drawing a lot of attention statewide.
I talked to Senator Cornyn on Friday morning, and he had been contacted directly by President Trump to talk about a number of FBI director candidates, including himself.
U.S. Representative John Ratcliffe is the House Homeland Cybersecurity Subcommittee chairman. He said that Senator Cornyn had not decided whether he was interested in pursuing the position.
He's certainly more than qualified. As you know, he was a Texas Supreme Court justice. He was the Texas Attorney General, and to my mind, that makes him qualified for any law enforcement related position.
Cornyn is currently in his third term in the Senate, where he serves as the Senate Majority Whip and sits on the Senate Intelligence Committee. Fellow U.S. Representative Michael Burgess echoed Ratcliffe's praise.
I would be sorry to lose Senator Cornyn, but would he be a great FBI director? I don't think there's any question.
On Tuesday, the day Comey was dismissed by President Trump, Cornyn tweeted his thoughts, writing, quote, "Deeds were against Comey before they were for him," referring to Democrats. As for this current opening, Cornyn tells KVUE, quote, "I have the distinct privilege of serving 28 million Texans in the United States Senate, and that is where my focus remains."
When it comes to the Russia investigation yesterday, Senator Cornyn sharing a quote from acting FBI Director Michael McCabe, writing, quote, "There has been no effort to impede our investigation." As for other candidates, Representative Ratcliffe also speaking highly of Congressman Trey Gowdy of South Carolina. I'm Michael Perchik, KVUE News, Nightbeat.
Thanks, Michael. As the president searches for a new FBI director, he is sending a stiff warning to James Comey. He tweeted today that Comey better hope there are, quote, "no tapes of our conversations before he starts leaking to the press," end quote. This comes as the White House continues to reject the idea that the president asked Comey to pledge his loyalty. According to CNN, a source close to Comey says he is not worried about any recordings of their conversations.
After a muggy work week, it's been a great Friday, even better Friday evening with temperatures now cooling into the 60s and 70s. Here's the reason why it's been so nice. A northerly flow that's bringing in that dry air mass, lowering the relative humidity. Just cooled to 64 degrees, now 63 at Fredericksburg, 77 degrees right now in Austin. Low pressure moving on out. High pressure is moving in. So we've got a great weekend ahead just in time for Mother's Day. The humidity, though, back by Monday, and that'll lead to some thunderstorm chances into next week. We'll talk much more about that and your full forecast coming up.
Thanks, Albert. Prosecutors will no longer pursue an alleged sexual assault case at Boone Elementary. Investigators say the 4-year-old girl suffered injuries from a playground accident, not a sexual assault. That's according to the latest medical examination report. AISD police originally closed the case in February without reviewing a full medical report. The girl's parents then requested an investigation and filed a lawsuit. Travis County investigators took a fresh look at the case, but now say there's not enough evidence to press criminal charges.
A lot of bills in the Texas legislature gone now. After the House deadline last night, only 37 bills passed out of 295 that were on the agenda. The House was also supposed to vote on 121 local and consent bills today. but members killed the entire calendar. So for the most part, those bills are also dead. But a bill that did pass the House makes cyberbullying that leads to injury or suicide of a minor a misdemeanor. David's Law is named after a 16-year-old who committed suicide after relentless cyberbullying. Courts can reveal who the bullies are, and public schools have to report the bullying and intervene. The House made a few changes, so the bill is headed back to the Senate now.
A series of good deeds turns into heartbreak for one dog owner. The woman is holding out hope that she'll get her 1-year-old black lab, Mila, back after another family adopted her. The Nightbeat's Tina Shively spoke with the woman. And Tina, we know chances are slim, but it turns out this whole thing could have easily been prevented.
Yeah, that's right, Quita. Mila's new family has decided to keep her. The shelter where they adopted her, the Austin Humane Society, tells me that if Mila had a microchip, this whole thing may have been avoided. Christine Bakken hung up flyers.
No one had seen my dog. I went to the shelters. No one had turned in my Mila.
Typed out notes.
As I sit to write this letter, my heart is aching for my beloved Labrador.
And shed a ton of tears since her dog Mila wandered away from home without her collar. A Good Samaritan brought the 1-year-old black lab to the no-kill Williamson County Regional Animal Shelter in Georgetown. After a waiting period, the dog came to the Austin Humane Society. Bakken finally tracked her down. But instead of celebration came some agonizing news.
And she had been adopted just the day before in the afternoon, so less than 24 hours later, she had been adopted, and I had just missed my chance of getting my dog home.
A few days after she sat down for this interview in her hometown of Harker Heights, I ran into her at the Austin Humane Society. Bakken did not want to talk to me on camera after getting perhaps the worst news of all. The new family decided they won't send Mila to her old home.
They said no, that is not something that they were interested in, and were very adamant that we stop contacting them at that point.
Austin Humane Society's Director of Communications says dog owners should take advantage of a helpful little technology whose benefits can go a long way, literally. A microchip.
The chip itself is about the size of a grain of rice, and it stays in there for life. Go over like this, and it beeps, and the number comes right up on the screen.
Microchips are inexpensive, even free at some Austin area shelters. Bakken tells me she was planning on getting Mila chipped and spayed in the near future. She adds she doesn't blame the Good Samaritan or the new family. She just wants Mila to come back home. Now, an Austin civil attorney that's not involved with the case tells me that Bakken does have grounds to file a lawsuit that would go before the Justice of the Peace. Bakken told me she really doesn't want to have to go that route. Quita?
All right, Tina, thank you. And the vast majority of you on Facebook all said you'd give the dog back to the original owner. Quite a few of you wanted to also remind owners to microchip pets so this doesn't happen. If you want to join the conversation, head on over to our Facebook page. You might have to keep your electronic cigarettes stowed away soon. Tonight, Austin City Council took steps to ban e-cigarettes in bars, restaurants, and public parks. They'll vote again in about 3 months on the new rules.
In case you missed it, a viral video from a South Texas beach shows a Connecticut man going on a racist rant against a family.
Guess what? ISIS don't mean stop you!
That man, 35-year-old Alexander Downing, has been arrested for public intoxication. The family recorded the exchange and uploaded it to YouTube last Friday. They say they were on South Padre Island when some women approached the family asking to help with Downing. The exchange ended up with insults from both sides and social media condemning Downing's behavior.
Coming up, their digital addiction is real.
It's like if you need me, I can't answer.
The world's ending.
Sorry. It could end. Oh, yeah.
Teenagers are put to the test to reveal their fear of not having their smartphone.
And forget wedding cakes, a lot of bakeries are baking up something new for when couples head their separate ways.
Clear skies, low humidity. It's been a great Friday evening. Low to even upper 70s out there right now. 77 degrees at Camp Mabry. Highs today just as hot as yesterday. Upper 80s and low 90s. Couple degrees cooler tomorrow. We'll talk about Mom's Day. That's coming up next.
Well, this week we've asked teenagers to open up about their worries, stresses, and other issues that they're facing today.
One of those, the fear of not having their smartphone. Watch how a group of teens discovers just how real their digital addiction is.
Are you addicted to your smartphone?
No.
No.
I don't think I am.
Are you willing to take a quiz to see just how much you might be addicted?
All right.
Come into our truth booth. We're going to give you 20 questions to see just how addicted you are.
If I were to run out of
Credits on my monthly data limit, I would panic.
Oh, yes.
I'll give that a 3.
Running out of battery life.
And my smartphone would scare me.
If I did not have my smartphone with me,
I would be nervous because I would be
disconnected from my online identity.
Oh, it's 7. For real.
If I did not have my smartphone with me, I would be nervous because I could not know if someone had tried to get a hold of me. 7. 7? 7. 7 again. 7. Yikes.
Come on out. I'm going to give you your score. Nomophobia. No mobile phone phobia. 0 to 20, you don't have any. 20 to 60, you got a mild case. 60 to 100, you have a moderate case of nomophobia. Any score over 100, it's severe. You ready to see your score?
Okay. Ooh, that's higher than I thought.
I got 130. That's so bad. I have nomophobia. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. I'm shocked.
124.
You're pegging the meter.
Yeah, I'm addicted. I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta have it.
But why?
It's just part of me. It's me. And if I don't have my phone, like...
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's like if you need me, I can't answer.
The world's
Sorry.
ending.
It could end. Life will be over.
Over?
Over.
It's a phone.
It would be over.
Life would be over, they say. Wow. Well, you want to put your own kids to the test or take it yourself? We've put the interactive questionnaire online for you at KVUE.com.
But you know, in fairness, I think a lot of adults are addicted to their phones as well.
Oh, we are. You're holding yours right now.
Not just the teenagers, the adults have them too. All right, well, maybe you saw an article claiming that Texas native Lance Armstrong had died. No need to worry, he is definitely still alive. Fake news sites claim that Armstrong died Wednesday. An article cited the information came from his daughter, Anna, except Armstrong does not have a daughter by that name. After the article started circulating, the man himself verified this one, posting a video on Instagram in the car next to his phone. So we can definitely verify tonight that Lance Armstrong is very much alive and the rumors of his death are false. Well, have you seen something online and think that can't be true? Reach out to us on social media with the hashtag Verify or email us at verify@kvue.com and we'll look into it for you.
Mom would not approve of this behavior. Crooks using Mother's Day and other occasions to scam people out of their money. They're doing it through fake flower shops sprouting up online. One woman we spoke to says she ordered from a florist that came up on a Google search and appeared to be in Austin. Nearly $100 later, no flowers. The Better Business Bureau had about 20 complaints in Central Texas last year, so if you plan to treat Mom to a bouquet, it's best to go with someone you know.
Yeah, that would be a bummer if you had spent all that money for your mom and it didn't show up.
I would be more than a little upset.
Yeah. The good news about Mother's Day is that the forecast looks to be fantastic, Albert. A great day today spilling over into the weekend.
Mom, sorry you didn't get flowers, but look at this beautiful sun.
That doesn't work?
Yeah,
it's all free, Mom.
Look at the weather I got you, Mom.
You better get her backup plan just in case. How about that? All right, it's a great evening. We got a great weekend ahead. Let's first start off with our live camera focused in on the University of Texas. The tower burnt orange tonight in recognition of the men's golf team, Big 12 champs. Congratulations, fellas. All right, great looking weekend. Let's break down tomorrow. 60s in the morning and then sunshine, and we're back in the mid 80s in the afternoon. Still with a low humidity. So Saturday looks good, and so does Sunday. High pressure is building in from the west, and that's why the weekend's going to be so nice. We're looking at temperatures to be near 90 tomorrow, and then I think we'll crack the 90-degree mark by Sunday. Just a few more clouds in the mix. The high pressure will start to lose its grip as we head into Monday. No rain Monday, but southerly flow is back, and that's really going to accelerate the moisture content in our atmosphere. So enjoy the next couple of days with low humidity, because that oppressive dew point, oppressive humidity will be back starting early next work week. Just a small chance for a shower by Tuesday, and then we're going to get into an unsettled weather pattern, meaning that we'll have a chance for a shower or thunderstorm Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into next week, and that may even extend it to, well, 2 weeks from now. So unsettled weather pattern by the middle part of next week. Clear skies, low humidity, no no worries for tonight. We'll drop to 61 degrees here in Austin, 86 for tomorrow, still with that northerly wind, and that's going to keep the humidity down. So a little toasty, but with a lack of humidity, it's going to feel just as comfortable, if not better, than today. 85 in Pflugerville, along with Taylor, 86 in Buda and Kyle. Dripping Springs, you'll be at 85. Blanco at 84. 84 also out east at Bastrop and also in Giddings. Under the microscope today, we did find at least a little bit of grass pollen. Grass pollen on the rise the next few days, along with the mold. Your allergy forecast from the KVUE Storm Team found every day in the Statesman. Great shot here. Lee Paulmeyer taking this photo just to the east of Waco. We've got that nearly full moon, center top of the photo, and illuminating this cumulonimbus cloud. Great shot, Lee. Love to see your photos from over the weekend. It's going to be pretty weather to take some photos. Snapshot at KVUE.com. 59 degrees in Amarillo, but 82 degrees in Laredo. It's 71 in Dallas and mid-70s in Houston. South of the border, temperatures at 77 at Acapulco, near 80 at Tampico. 92 still in Phoenix, but upper 40s. Jacket weather in Seattle. Here's a check of our extended forecast. Nice nights, great toasty afternoons, 86 tomorrow, 90 for Mother's Day. A little bit more humid as we head towards Monday. That will lead to an isolated chance of rain, about a 20% chance of rain on Tuesday. And again, we get into this unsettled weather pattern where an isolated thunderstorm will be possible Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, into next weekend, and probably into the week after that. So typically the next 2.5 weeks, the stormiest stretch of weather here in Central Texas. Severe weather season will peak by the last week of May. So we're going to keep an eye on the thunderstorm changes for next week closely.
Right. You have any plans for your mom for Mother's Day?
Mom is out of town,
leaving,
so it's
leaving the country.
Taking care of the grandmas. How about that?
That'll work.
Yes.
All right.
It does kind of make you wonder, though, why his mother's leaving the country on Mother's Day. Is she trying to get away from someone?
Stop.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there.
Let's verify that next week.
We will. That's our next Verify story.
Moving on, boys.
Okay.
A hotel you'd want to stay at yourself, but it's for your four-legged friends.
And it's a new way to look at the pain of divorce. Why not just put it in words and on a cake? That's coming up.
Well, starting tomorrow, travelers can drop off their pets at ABIA's first pet hotel. Bark and Zoom features playscapes, a pool, more than 100 enclosures, and luxury suites. Ooh la la. And Bark and Zoom isn't just for ABIA passengers either. Employees say it's open for all pet owners. The average overnight boarding fee is $48. For more information, you can visit this story on KVUE.com.
You know, you can get a cake for just about any occasion, and the new trend, getting one for a divorce. Why not? Think of it as a celebration for separation. The hashtag divorce cakes on social media is gaining traction. Bakeries say they're seeing cakes, divorce cookies, even voodoo sweets.
I've even done a divorce cake for a couple. It was a joint celebration. They were equally pleased to be rid of each other.
It's not for everybody, right? But it's a good reminder when you're going through something tough that it's okay to find a little joy in it. It sounds like that one couple had a lot of joy in it.
Hey, but they had cake, so you know what? It's all good.
Yeah, and those
cake
cakes
is delicious.
They look pretty good.
I would eat a divorce cake.
Yeah.
I would eat a divorce cake.
Yeah.
I'll stick to birthday cakes.
Yeah, there you go. Much more pleasant.
How about the celebration cake for San Antonio?
Yeah.
The big win over the Rockets. Wait till you hear what the odds makers say about the series against Golden State. It's kind of interesting. The Spurs and the Warriors get ready for a game right here on KVUE. Meanwhile, a former Spur and Rocket, he talks about their great series when KVUE returns. The San Antonio Spurs are being called massive underdogs for the series with Golden State. How big? How's this for a comparison? Odds makers in Las Vegas say a $100 bet on the Warriors would win the series. That would win you about $6 on a $100 bet. A $100 bet on the Spurs would win you about $900. You can bet it's going to be exciting to see Game 1 right here on KVUE Sunday afternoon at 2:30. The rest of the games will be on ESPN. Games 3 and 4 will be in San Antonio. And if it goes the full 7 games, it's going to end the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. That series between the Spurs and the Rockets was one to remember, from the surprising blowouts to the amazing disappearance of James Harden in Game 6. One man who knows a lot about both organizations is John Lucas, and he goes one-on-one with KVUE's Sean Clinch.
I challenge you to meet anyone who knows more about the Spurs-Rockets rivalry than this guy, John Lucas II.
You played for the Rockets, coached the Spurs back at the old Hemisphere Arena.
Now you're coaching and player development for the Rockets. I mean, when you look back in retrospect, what goes through your mind when you look at these two teams facing each other?
Well, you know, it's full circle, and the rivalry has never stopped, even back in '93 till now.
Lucas spent 14 seasons as a point guard in the NBA, including 3 different stints in Houston. Lucas also had the opportunity to coach the Admiral a couple of times as the head coach of the Spurs in the early 90s.
Houston beat him in the playoff, and David got the MVP. Yeah. But the year before, David was exceptional. But I played with Akeem, so I knew how to help him guard it.
Now, during the offseason, Lucas develops young elite-level basketball players through his company based in Houston, an opportunity to reach the next generation of talent through his experiences. I was barely old enough to remember your playing days back when the short shorts were cool.
I don't remember those days. No, that was real old school. When the guys see our old pictures, they go nuts at those. And they're so much more gifted today than we were.
They usually say when people age that you forget more of what your specialty is than we'll ever remember, but I don't think you've ever forgotten anything.
Well, you had hair when I first met you.
Now that's exactly right. For John Lucas, Sean Klitsch, KVUE Sports.
How's this for a story? Tom Brady is very, very brave. See, he agreed to be on the cover for the newest John Madden game and even laughs at the so-called Madden curse. It's hard to laugh at the facts. Since Garrison Hearst appeared on the cover of Madden 99, players either have had injuries, suspensions, or just down years. Some of the big names to miss time include Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, Adrian Peterson, Rob Gronkowski. Other cover boys like Vince Young and Drew Brees just had down years. It is a gamble by Brady, but the quarterback with 5 Super Bowl rings is already ready for the challenge. Hey, another tough round for Jordan Spieth at the Players. He misses the cut, heads home to hope for better luck at the Byron Nelson Classic in Dallas next week. But let's head to break with our highlight of the night, and it is Jordan Spieth. Check this out. In the rough near the green, he chili dips the chip shot. Only goes less than a foot. So on his 3rd shot on the par 3, the very next shot, what does he do? Typical Jordan Spieth. He chips it in. We'll be right back.
Finally tonight, an East Texas mom will spend this Mother's Day celebrating her daughter's graduation and her own. Amy Weekly graduated from the University of Texas at Tyler this week alongside her daughter, Madison.
While her daughter finished school in 4 years, Amy took several classes a semester for 8 years. She also worked full-time at the university's business school.
Now she has a bachelor's degree in business. Madison says she couldn't be more proud of her mom.
Great moment,
awesome.
Yeah, for both of them. Never forget that.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Your forecast is looking good for the weekend.
Great for the weekend, no worries. 60s in the morning, 80s, even 90s in the afternoon for Sunday. Humidity will turn by Monday, and that'll lead to some on and off rain chances. Pretty small chance of rain starting off Tuesday. Widely scattered showers, even a couple of thunderstorms Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week.
All right, thanks for watching KVUE News Nightbeat.
Have a great weekend and a great Mother's Day.